playing no snap. You low-down, dirty, cheating swine!
Now just hold on a minute. Gamora!
Give me your scanner. You two are supposed to be taking readings.
Oh yeah, I totally was. But then Drax found this place and it had music and
tacos.
We have to find a negative ion emitter. Your scanner should now pick it up. Now get out there and start searching.
How does it work?
See that blinky light? If it don't flash, you don't have it. If it does...
Your blinky light lies. I do not have it.
Outlaws! What is that?
That, my fuzzy friend, is our power source.
I am MODOK, the ultimate human-machine interface, and more importantly, the law!
Well, not in my town.
Isn't that...
Don't ask. This place gets weirder by the day. Bring it! Be gone, you foul fouls!
Dr. Beast!
You monsters! We've lost the signal.
What happened to Fancy Captain America?
Who cares? Probably mopping up the last bad guys. Let's find that emitter. Great. Okay, you guys keep searching. I'll go rescue the log.
Agreed. We'll rendezvous back at the mansion.
I knew I recognized that trait. Come on, Arizona Annie. We got us some villains to catch.
We sure do, Kid Colt.
mind if I tag along? They just kidnapped my raccoon and his houseplant.
Why, sure, sugar. If y'all don't mind sharing.
Mine? Why, it would be my pleasure, ma'am.
Hold tight, sugar. You okay, sugar? Here, let me help you.
What? You're yakking it. Hold still, partner.
You cannot defeat me! I am MODOK! There is nothing!
Chickens. Nice folk. Funny looking.
They sure were. But real sweet.
I am Groot.
Glad to have you back. I just wish we'd managed to get that device before we sent it south covered in chickens.
You mean this?
Rocket, my man! If you didn't smell like that, I would so kiss you right now. Okay, so how are we getting back?
Aha!
No.
How are we holding up out there?
We don't have the strength to take the fight to Kang yet.
Aye. And Kang's Citadel be protected by a mighty barrier.
Whoa! Heads up! We got it! That end is radioactive, you genius!
Hey, careful, you can't just...
Look, big guy. If you couple your dynamic resonators with a subneutron accelerator...
But that could lead to a lethal magnetic containment failure, which then...
Oh, boo-hoo! You worry too much. Voila! One boosted receiver.
Oh! Cosmo! Good boy! Are you calling from nowhere?
Cosmo, pizza, subchrono, distressful. Pretty lady needed help.
Pretty lady?
Doesn't that dog live on that giant head of a dead celestial? Something with that much energy could help us take out Kang's defenses.
We're outside space and time, and I don't see a door into Chronopolis.
No, Hank. But we could make one, using the nexus of all realities. I may have an ancient spell that could unify this energy and tear a hole into Chronopolis. Though I'd need to consult the tomes in my library.
Neat idea, Doc, but that Nexus explosion was huge. Any remaining shards would have been scattered all across Chronopolis. It would take months to find them.
Aye. All mere moments, if we had the infinite sight of the mighty Heimdall.
Asgard is out there, but it's not of our Thor's time. It looks practically apocalyptic.
Then let us hope Heimdall still holds guard over the Bifrost Bridge.
Okay, let's form up 2 teams and start to turn the tide on Kang.
Just when you thought things couldn't get any stranger around here, our city's heroes have come up with the most harebrained idea to defeat Kang this reporter has ever heard. It involves the help of Cosmo the space dog and the planet Nowhere, an ancient head of a giant space being on the other side of the galaxy. Tony Stark is convinced that there must be something on Nowhere able to bring down Kang's defenses. But to get it into Chronopolis, our heroes will need to find the shattered fragments of the Nexus, then have Doctor Strange stitch them back together. He needs some book full of magic mumbo-jumbo to help him. Why isn't he conjuring up a decent cup of joe, huh? New York is running out of coffee, people.
Nice place, Doc. Oh, thank you. But it's Wang who has the eye for design.
You are too kind, sir. It's mostly Swedish flatback.
Wang, we need the Book of Vishanti. It may be our only hope against Kang.
Very good, sir.
Could you please fetch it for me?
There's nothing I would enjoy more, sir. But I have no idea where it is. You really should look after your things.
I do look after... Can you just help me find it?
Try in the mystical cabinet of Nisanti, behind the vacuum. If it's not in there, then try and think back to when you hid it.
By the all-seeing... Oh, wait! I do remember something. I set 5 runic locks to conceal it. That's it! Quickly, everyone! Ah! I told you I put the book somewhere safe!
Well done, sir.
God! Huh? Mortal!
You are too late, Strange. Kang shall soon bend the knee to the great Dormammu, and Chronopolis will be absorbed by the Dark Dimension.
But how did you solve my magic locks to reach the book?
Locks? It was in the cabinet of Nisanti behind the vacuum.
Don't!
You really should take better care of your magical items.
Not so fast, Mordo. Let's take this fight to the Mirror Realm.
Pathetic, Strange. Your mirror defense will not hold me for long.
It's over, Mordo. Give me the book.
Never!
Wow, that got a bit, strange.
Funnily enough, not the weirdest thing I've seen this side of Manhattan. But that's another story.
Thank you again, my friend. What would I do without you?
It is my honor to serve. Now, go out there and kick some Kang backside. I will guard the sanctum from any further attacks.
Huh?
It's looking wonderful out there, Ravonna. Chaos, carnage, and all at my hand. Ravonna, my little siege tower, I thought we'd arrange the window cleaners to come on a Thursday. What have I told you? Get out of the...
Otherwise, you'll find yourselves looking for a new round!
Yes, it's looking quite devastated already. Though the Avengers have yet to yield.
It's almost as though they've been given a new hope.
That can't be your kingship. Who in this Chronopolis would be so foolish as to dare plot against you?
Who indeed? No one, of course.
As you can hear, Kang's Chronopolis has descended into a mad melee. It looks like it's curtains for us for sure. Our one sliver of hope is a plan to get into Kang's central citadel and take him down. Sources tell me Wasp has secured contact with an ally on the distant nowhere. That's a giant head of a celestial for those of you not paying attention. Don't get too excited, though, as the offer of help has come from a dog. That's how desperate the Avengers are, folks. Cosmic canines aside, this spacehead could contain enough energy or tech or magic beans to put a dent in the defenses of that citadel. What our so-called heroes need are a pair of sharp eyes to find the fragments of the Nexus they had a hand in shattering.
Odin, my king, the kingdom is lost. Our forces scattered.
Enough! This destruction was brought about by those fools, the Warriors 3, defying Kang. We had a deal.
Odin, I still know not why thou made such a pact.
I mean, son. You're alive.
Father, what is this madness?
Thor, is it really you?
Oh, Father!
Heimdall!
Heimdall! Loki, how? We banished you into the abyss.
Kang plucked me from that demise. With his help, I sent Father on a fool's errand to find you after Manhattan was lost an age ago, leaving me to finally take my rightful place on the throne.
Thor! It's coming down!
As Guardians, finally I will exact my vengeance.
Surtur, foul beast!
I'm going to take your realm!
We shall see about that, Surtur.
I, believe he was talking to me.
Actually, it's my realm at the moment.
Not now, Loki.
I like it. Another. There. That should hold him for a moment.
A moment may be all we need.
Nice teamwork.
Aye. See, brother, when we unite forces... Brother.
He snuck out on us.
Families. Heimdall, thank the World Tree you survived.
Mere rocks won't break me.
We have much to discuss, and we require your aid, locating shards of the Nexus.
Curious. Odin, I mean, Loki, was asking of the same.
Then go with them. I will keep vigil here should Surtur return.
You make a most worthy Thor.
Let's regroup back in Manhattan.
Finally! I've always wanted to visit Broadway.
Wrong fitting.
What do you need from me?
We're looking for shards of the Nexus of all realities, so that we might use its power to create a gateway into Chronopolis.
The shards lie scattered across these lands.
Yes, I can see that. My journey to Midgard is of great importance. Doubly so if we're able to acquire the tickets you mentioned earlier.
Heimdall, you must begin your task in assisting the fair Wasp. She can locate the shards upon her mapping device.
What's all this about tickets?
Heimdall added a small condition to his supporting us. The acquisition of tickets to a Broadway show?
Seriously?
So there are 5 Nexus shards.
That is so.
I'll set up teams to cover this.
What's that? Oh, yes. News never sleeps, so neither do I. And neither does the task of collecting the shattered Nexus. Heimdall has spotted a shard in the Kree sector of Chronopolis. Hala. So who better to tackle a mission against extraterrestrial oddballs than the Guardians of the Galaxy? They may have shown up late, and one of them is a glorified branch, but you gotta respect their can-do attitude. Who knows? Maybe the Kree creeps won't realize they're in possession of the fragment and let Gamora and the guys in and out without too much trouble. Well, a guy can dream, can't he?
Now, to find that Nexus shard. Where have you been?
It had to blow up some defense thingy. Lots of lasers, lots of explosions.
I am Groot.
Shh! What's the point in me lying? If you go and tell them we were having dessert.
Focus, guys. What's the plan, Peter?
Well, I figured if we sneak in and...
I've been blinded! Relax, numbskull. It's just dark.
All forces, be aware that we have some uninvited guests. I do not wish to be disturbed. Deal with them immediately.
Well, it's safe to say they know we're here. No point in being quiet no more.
This doesn't feel right. Let's just get the shard and go.
Daughter of Thanos, is that any way for royalty to behave? You've spent too long in the company of thieves.
Ronan, thieves is such a strong word. Think of it more as us borrowing an itty-bitty chunk of crystal.
Silence! This shard taps into the infinite energy of the Nexus. With its power, I will lead my forces against Kang. He will pay for displacing the Kree.
Well, that sounds fine to me. Let's leave him to it. Oh!
Perhaps I should let you depart, rodent. But then again, my hounds hunger, for they haven't been fed in such a long time.
I am Groot.
I do not think they crave dessert.
Heads up, Quill!
Stealth mission success.
Right, a real precision strike. No one saw us.
You traitor, Maximus! Come, Lockjaw, let us return to the others.
I don't like it one bit, Medusa. First our kingdom of Adelan gets dragged here, then we get invaded.
And to have to sneak around in our own kingdom. So, Triton, is it as we thought?
Worse, my highness. The Kree were able to attack because our shield was disabled from within.
How?
My apologies, King Black Bolt, but I saw your brother leading Kree troops.
Okay, palace security systems are temporarily down.
It would seem you must confront your brother. Shall we pay the throne room a visit?
Welcome back to another Triple J live stream. It seems that those Kree the Guardians went after aren't working alone. A source informed me the Kree made a deal with another Kang stooge, an inhuman commonly known as Maximus the Mad. Ha! If I don't get out of Chronopolis soon, Maximus the Mad will have Jonah the Furious on his case, let me tell you. Maximus has helped the Kree invade the inhuman city of Adelan, so he can take over the throne of Black Bolt, his own brother. In response, Black Bolt has assembled his family members to free the city and take back his throne. My source told me it was difficult for Black Bolt to rally the royals with a rousing speech due to the ludicrously destructive power of his voice. But with a few frowns and mimes, they soon got the message.